Backseat Coach here with a tutorial on how to get your Women's Football Alliance scores into Scorestream. You need a couple things. You need a mobile phone. You need the Scorestream app. And you need a login for Scorestream, and we'll go over that in just a second. First, let's get the app. Go to Scorestream.com. Click on the button. They make apps for Android phones and iPhones as well. Get to the page. Now I already have it installed, so I'm going to open it, but it would say download or something like that. Upon opening the app, since it senses that I'm in Boston, it's going to give me some local scores. Sometimes these are pro scores, sometimes these are high school, whatever. But what we're going to do first is sign in. I've got my login credentials there, and I'm going to sign in. If you do not have an account, you can sign up as well. I would recommend doing that on the laptop, but you can do that on the phone. Anyhow, now I'm signed in. I'm going to check and see what games there are. Like, I'm thinking of scoring a game this weekend. Philadelphia and Boston. Boston's going to visit. So I'm gonna search for the Phantoms and just see if there's a game been set up yet. Now you're going to want to do that before you set up a game on your own, because you don't want two instances of the same game in Scorestream. So here is Philadelphia. Here are a couple games from last season that I scored for Boston. And here's a game, Philadelphia, but this is Philadelphia visiting Boston, and this is for June 9th. So this is in the future. This is not this weekend's game. So I'm going to say, let's add a game. Go to the menu, click Add Game, pick our sport, football, and Philadelphia is going to be the home team. So let's get them in here. Here we go. Boston is going to be the visiting team. Boston Renegades right there. The game's going to be Saturday, April 7th, 6 p.m. So let's say let's go. Once you have your game set up, there are a number of different ways that you can score your game. Now, for some of you, it might be the most convenient and hassle-free way just to add the final score of the game. So you play through the game, you get to the final score. Let's say now that Boston has scored 21 points. All you do is click on the number and you enter what the score was. And let's say that Philadelphia finished with 17 points. Key it in. And then you let them know that it was the final score by clicking on that, and it'll ask you, was this a final score? You can say, yes. We're just going to say that. Yes, that was the final score. And then you're basically done. You probably noticed. You can change, you can change the quarter, halftime, third, final. And you can enter the score, say, at the end of the first quarter. So let's say it's 7-7. You say cool. To say that's the end of the first quarter. Just move to the second quarter. Yes, that was the score. And then, if you want to get even more detailed, you can do the scoring as it happens. All right? Okay, second quarter. Hey, Boston scored a field goal. There, it just added 3. And you're like, okay, just gonna keep watching the game some more. Oh, hey, look, Philadelphia got a safety. Woo! Gonna add a safety here. Okay, done. Whoops. Okay, so now it's halftime, say. Go. Halftime. Was this the score at halftime? Yes, it was. And then you're done for the half. So you can have as much real-time scoring as you want, depending on what kind of capacity you have at game time. So I would definitely recommend that you get somebody who can do this, who can actually really do score by score updates. Although quarterly updates are excellent, and final scores, those are great too. So there you have it, Scorestream in a nutshell. Um, I I urge you to also check out some of the other features of the app that make it a lot more powerful. You can add photos and video that you take with your phone, pictures, um, other kinds of just text updates. And if you can connect it to your social media platforms, everything can be driven out of Scorestream to all your social media. It's a pretty powerful tool, and the more you get to, the more you get into it, the more useful it can be. So, I mean, real-time scores are really great, and you pair that with photos, it's amazing. It can make scoreboard widgets, okay? And the WFA is going to use that. I've been using that on the Boston Renegades website. Um, and they update as you update the app. You can create game posters for your game that you can use on your Facebook account. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So I really encourage you to get into it. And at the very least, just use it to score the games. The more scores that we get every Saturday night, the more impressive it looks. Visit scorestream.com to find out more and get in touch with me, Backseat Coach, if you need a little bit more advice or explanation. I'd be happy to help you out. Okay, take care.